Hey, what's up guys? Bajheera here. So this workout is my first workout back from a week out of the gym, guys. I remember the last IRL video I was talking about catching a little bit of a cold, and I did. And that's the kind of cold where, you know, I don't know, maybe I could have gone to the gym, but honestly, it's probably better for myself to take a week off rather than having to be sick for a whole month and sort of having a month of kind of shitty cold training. So instead I just took a week off, and that also prevents me from getting other people sick at the gym too. And I actually care about that because I have a lot of friends who go to the gym. I don't want to mess up their training as well with my sick self. But regardless, while I had a cold, I was able to do some stuff at home, you know, just light at-home workouts. Didn't want to get breathing too hard and start pushing crap down into my lungs. But honestly, I did take a week off and I feel much better. Today I actually did a arms and shoulders workout that felt pretty much like I was back to normal. So I even did 20 minutes of cardio, no problems whatsoever. So I was really happy with my decision to take a week off, and I guess that helps follow up a discussion that I was having the other day. If you are, you know, feeling sick, or if you do feel like you have an injury, go ahead and rest that you know, potentially injured muscle group or body part. If you feel like you're getting sick, don't be afraid to take some time off till you feel better, because honestly, you could just take a short amount of time off and get all healed up, or try to train through it and prolong an injury or create a worse injury or worse illness. And I remember mentioning that my elbow was hurting me a little bit. Elbow's completely cleared up as well, so the rest actually did me some good. And I don't usually take rest, like scheduled rest days or scheduled rest time. So what ends up happening usually is I just train hard and, you know, do my thing until I get sick or until I get injured, I guess. And then I'll take some time, just downtime, and that's what ended up happening this time. So anyway, back to normal, feeling good. My weight is held steady. I did diet through my cold, didn't reduce my calories further than when I had them already mapped out for when I was training. So was still eating enough, but did want to diet through. Didn't just blow off my diet like I did last time I got sick. So I held steady, weighed myself at the gym, weighing 208 still. But I actually feel like I look a lot leaner than before, so we'll actually have to have a look at my progress in probably about a week. I'll probably give it a full month before I do a progress update, see how things are looking, but there's definition coming through that I can notice, at least, you know, on my arms, my torso, of course, even my legs a little bit, so that's pretty cool. That's all really, really encouraging. Lets me know that my diet is definitely having results right now. That may be the case that as I continue to go along, I might have to bring my calories down even more, but right now, 2,700 to even 3,000 some days is a very comfortable amount to diet on. And honestly, a diet might be uncomfortable sometimes, but you don't have to necessarily suffer. Like, I don't feel like I'm suffering when I diet. I mean, you do have to be familiar with the feelings of, like, just like a little bit of hunger, like, you know, oh, I could eat. You know, there's that idea. And there's that little feeling that, you know, between meals you might get a little bit, definitely hungry, a little bit tired. But, you know, that's how it goes. And I would encourage you guys, if you guys are in a dieting phase like I am at this point, to greet those feelings warmly, I would say, because the little bit of a hunger burn, a little bit of a pang, that, you know, feeling like, oh, you know, I could eat. The idea is that feeling right there, you can just have it in your mind, whether or not it's physiologically happening. This is a little bit of bro science, but I'm not even trying to say it's bro science, because I'm not actually trying to make any sort of claims this is actually how it works. What I'm encouraging you to do is greet those feelings warmly and imagine those as the feeling of basically fat burning off your body. So if you can sort of have an idea that a sort of like a feeling that you might greet with negativity is actually something positive, and I'm going to give you another example of that. But anyway, I can finish that thought. If you can greet that sort of idea or feeling that normally would be greeted with negativity with positivity, it can help you out a lot. And for example, one of the things I used to do with like distance running is when I was racing, I would actually try to get myself in the mindset of thirsting after the pain that you feel when you're running. You know, you're tired, your muscles start to, your lungs start to burn, you know, you get all out of breath. Absolutely. Your muscles start to burn along with your chest. I mean, everything starts to just hurt, and tell yourself to stop running. You're gonna die if you don't stop running. Obviously, you're not gonna die if you don't stop running when you're doing a distance race. You've trained for this, you're ready for this. Same sort of thing with the diet. You know, your body's like, oh man, you should eat. You're gonna die if you don't eat. And it's like, actually, I'm not. because I'm eating 2,700 calories a day. That is more than enough for you to survive on, body. What that's actually going to do is turn you into a lean, mean bodybuilding machine. And that's my plan. Now, it needs to be said that you must be eating enough calories. You know, don't be like, okay, I'm going to diet on 1,000 calories a day, and when I get hungry, Bajheera told me just to say that I like that feeling, and then you die of malnourishment, and then it's my fault. But that is not what I'm encouraging you to do. I want you to make sure that you map yourself out a diet that's going to work for you, and then you stick to that, knowing confidently that you're getting enough calories to survive, enough calories to train, but you're in enough of a deficit that you are going to lose body fat and still feel all right. A diet isn't comfortable, guys, but I've already sort of made peace with the idea that my training sessions might not be as intense in the same way they were before. I might not be lifting as heavy, but what I can do is focus more on the form, more on the stretch and squeeze, more on the time under tension, because that's worked for me in the past, and it's a way that I'm able to train still with intensity while on a diet. And that's something that I feel like is going to lead me to a lot of lean muscle mass that's being retained. Who knows? I might even gain muscle. People say that you can't gain muscle on a diet, and I definitely agree that if I want to gain muscle, I'm going to put myself in a caloric excess. Absolutely. However, you know, if I'm training hard on a diet, I think I could at least try to maintain as much muscle mass, maybe even gain some. That's what I'm going to try to do. I'm not going to train with the idea of trying to hang on to as much muscle as possible. I'm going to train with the idea of trying to gain muscle through the diet. Whether or not this actually happens, once again, this is a mental tool that I use to try to keep myself motivated, keep myself strong, and make progress in having it be a positive and effective diet phase for me. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Who knows how far down I want to go. That's not really something I have in mind. What I want to do is I want to trim my body fat, and what I want you guys to know is that it's already looking pretty good, even though I did have to take a week off because I had a cold. But like I said, feeling better from the cold. If you guys are feeling like you have a cold or feel like you're getting sick, feeling like you got some sort of injury, my advice, give it a little bit of rest. Don't worry. You can continue to diet in whichever way you want. You can continue to eat a ton on your time off. You can continue to eat a little bit less on your time off, and it's not going to hurt your training on the grand scheme of things. But anyway, guys, really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Glad to be back in the gym, so plenty more gym videos coming. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!